Hey everyone, Eggman here with another video. Before we start this deck profile, I just want to put in my 2 cents real quick about the ban list. So this is obviously a cell chain that is based off the new list, making Growing Evil Lifeform Cell at 1. And a lot of people are like saying, oh, Cell is dead, and just a bunch of other things about the meta. And I think the biggest thing to take away with that is no one knows exactly what the meta is right now, and the only way we can figure out is by testing. I don't know. I'm really like this game, and Bandai just gave us an incentive to play a lot more of it, to see what's it like. A bunch of cards got released, a bunch of cards got banned at the same time, and there's just a lot of new things that are fun in the game right now. And so I don't think people should be taking it as a way to dissuade from playing the game, but it should be a way to experiment with new things and figure out what is the meta. Is Shenron Gogeta the best deck in the game? I don't know. No one knows. Play the deck. See what decks come out. Change. Like, I don't know. Just try different things. Especially, like, people think that the meta's closed off, but it's, in reality, I feel like it's opened up to a lot of different things and a lot of experimentation, and I hope people try to do that. So anyways, mini rant over. Let's get into this deck. So the main thing that the main reason we switched to the Cell Leader is that there's a field card called Cell's Birth that is not very popular because it's we could just do Growing Evil Lifeform Cell, but what happens is it's a field card, permanent. If your leader to Cell, reduce the energy cost of all cells in your hand by 2, and then when you play Cell, place this card in the drop area. So essentially, you're able to cheat out a cell for 2 less energy, and then it's not specific energy. Growing Evil Lifeform Cell would only be able to come out on turn 2, but yeah, that's the idea. And then let's look at the Cell Leader real quick. So what he does is active main once per turn, place 1 card from your hand under this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's card with a cost of 3 or less, and place it in the drop area. So really good for KO. It's not put in the drop area, but it will be. And then also when your life is at 4 or less, you may choose 2 cards and flip this card over. So it's one of the older draw 2. And then also on the front Awakened side, it's really cool. So it has 2 active mains. Place 1 card from your hand under this card, draw 2, and then also place 2 cards from under this card into the drop area and KO over one of your opponent's battle cards. And there's no energy or cost restriction. So really cool, and you don't have to attack to gain advantage, which I think are the best, coolest control deck contenders. So that's really cool. And really, this leader hasn't been seeing any love because Android 17 is really good. And I made a video about it, and a lot of people disagreed with me, but dang it, I'm going to hold by my own ideals. So anyways, let's get into the cards. So the other one drop we have is Newfound Power Son Gohan. We need Self-Awakening pretty bad. The front side doesn't really generate card advantage, and so we want to get there as soon as possible. We have 4 Shocking Death Ball for 2 reasons. One, it generates advantage, and second of all, it KOs something, so that's good. It's not as necessary to KO things since our Cell Leader can do that as well, but that's nice. We have 4 Endless Malice Android 17. Bursting was really good to get our Shocking Death Ball in play, and also the 17 chain. It's also plus 5k in critical, so all of that is really good. We're doing Set Heart Android 16 as our super combo just because we can. I think that's really good. And then also the new card we're running is Chila the Beautiful. I think this card has a lot of synergy with this deck. Not only is it hand destruction, but it procs when you KO cards, which is really easy with our leader. As long as they don't have barrier, you can just play Chila and then take 1 card from my hand, put under Cell, and then they get to destroy. They lose a card on the field and card on the hand. So I think that's really powerful. I don't think people have really looked at this interaction, so look into that. We're running 1 Growing Evil Lifeform Cell in case we need the cheese to get this out on turn 3. 3 Hellfighter 17 Evil Revived. So this one's needed for the Super 17 chain. I think I like having both chains in one deck just because I don't want to overcommit to 1 chain that can be countered, but we have 6 Android 16s or 17s, so I think that's enough. And let's go there. So next up is Deadly Defender Android 18. We just need 18s for the second chain of Cell, so putting 4 of the Deadly Defender in, just because I like the Deadly Defender, and then 3 of the twin sister Android 18. There's a bunch of Android 18s you could put in. There's also the critical one if you want. I just chose this one just in case you want to have Android 17 switch to active. Like, we could do a cute little thing of having this guy out, attack, and then being able to attack with it again. So for the Super 17s, I just put 2 and 2 of each. You might only like one of them, and you might only like the further heights to get into Super 17 Cell Absorbed, but I just put 2 and 2, just because I think we can generate a lot of hand advantage with this deck, and compared to our opponent, because we're discarding a lot of their cards. So doing this is really good, and the permanent this card's attack can't be negated can actually be really powerful. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this guy. And the other one, further heights, Barrier Reflect. When you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Once again, synergy with Chila, and so once you can play this card, blow up something, they discard a card, and then also Cell's effect on the same turn if they have more stuff to blow up. Just really, really good. So really negging the hand advantage. I think Chila is like one of the best cards you should try to get on turn 2. So I think that's really good. And then 4 evolving evil life form Cell. So we can either play this on turn 3, or we can play this on turn 5, or we could even play it on turn 2. Cell Birth turn 1, growing evil life form Cell 2, broken. So this card's really good. Blows up something, so cool with Chila, and then also yeah, and then lastly we have Super 17 Cell Absorbed. So it's dual attack, sparking 10. And when this card attacks, if your leader's card is a green Android card, your opponent choose 2 cards from the hand placed in the drop area. So really powerful as well. Just really, and since it's critical and it's dual attack, all that just feels really good. I thought about adding the Android 20. Let's see. Android. I'm going to put Android. And I'm going to make it green. So some cards I didn't add. Infernal Messenger. Yeah, I didn't think that was needed. If you want you could put Dr. Dro's turn 1 if you want to have more searches for androids. And that makes sense since all our cards are androids. So it's just a card draw. But I'd rather get the Self-Awakened from Gohan. But if you find room for Dr. Dro, I think he's pretty good. Then there's also Terrible Creator. So this lets you just search any android with android in its name. So that's pretty good for turn 2. You cannot find Cell though, which is why I'm not. If you could find Cell, then like why do they put the 3-drop to 1, right? But I think this is okay at 2. And it's Hellfire 17. It's not Android 17, so you can't find him either. Enter 20 Vile Creator. So this card can be good. If it's on attack, you can just give any of your Android cards double strike. But I guess you'd still rather have just Champa, right? Unless you like need, I don't know. Vile Replication Cell you can use if you want to just get some card advantage. I wouldn't mind putting this at 1 or 2. Also, Infernal Villainy Cell was a consideration, but because it's critical and then when you play or combo with it, so you can still Cell's Birth into this on turn 2, and then you get a critical Kai that also draws a card when you play it. So I think that's actually really good. So if you think that's important, that's cool. And even like you can play it and then combo from the field, and you get to draw 2 cards because that's how it's not saying combo from the hand. So that's really good. So a lot of experimentation left to do as well. Just wanted to do a quick build of it myself to tell people, hey, you can still play Cell, just not the way you want it. You could probably even play it the way you want it to, but check this out. See what you think about it. Then if it doesn't work, then be mad. But anyways, this has been the Eggman. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.